Hello, this is Lance Anderson, and together we're on the verge of the fringe. Thanks for tuning in. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am here at Cambridge University. I'm really thrilled. Can I hear a little something from the crowd here, just so they know? Okay, they're here. I'm not making it up. They're here. I got to tell you, this place is beautiful. We really just drove in. We didn't get a chance to walk around or anything. It's really surreal. I mean, you're driving in, and there's people on bicycles, and there's little barber shops and little bakeries and the school. Oh, there's a building there that was built in 1209. You know, it's a wonderful place. And as you know, I'm really thrilled to have this gig. I mean, I'm going to tell you honestly, this is the coolest gig I've ever had. I'm really pleased to be here. The people have been very warm and friendly, and I really appreciate that. I just want to remind everybody that to sign up for the stream for the Lance Anderson podcast experiment on Friday. So please sign up for the stream. You want to do that about 24 hours ahead of time. And for anybody listening in the Liverpool area, there's still time to get tickets for the live show. So with that, I'm going to do a little story. Now, this story I'm going to do is something that a lot of you have heard, meaning my listeners. I'm also talking to an audience here, too, meaning my listeners, that you've heard. It's the very first part of No, I Didn't Even Kiss Her. It's a little piece that I call First Kiss. When I was a kid, I was just one of those geeky guys. I really believed in the whole cootie thing. I mean, I really believed in it. And I thought that girls had cooties. There was something that they had that I couldn't quite figure out, but it was cooties. Except for Holly. I don't think Holly had cooties. Every time I'd look at her, I couldn't find any cooties on Holly. Well, when I was in the 4th grade, I had this very strange teacher, a guy named Mr. B. And I'll just say Mr. B because it was a little weird. Towards the end of the school year, he had us vote on, normal things like most athletic, friendliest, best smile, best laugh. But then 4th graders, had us vote on best looking, who you'd most like to kiss. Well, the guy that won was this guy named Todd. Todd was this cool-looking surfer dude, very cool guy. And, of course, the girl that won was Holly. And I was really jealous. I mean, I had never kissed a girl. I wanted to kiss a girl. Well, I didn't want to kiss any girl. I wanted to kiss Holly because she didn't have cooties. So shortly after this vote, we went on this little field trip. And I think the field trip was a little bit more for Mr. B than it was for us, because the inevitable happened. We're on this field trip at a place called Descanso Gardens. It's beautiful, lush gardens in Los Angeles, in the foothills of Los Angeles. And the inevitable happened. Holly and Todd found themselves in the bushes kissing. And I was so jealous. I wanted to be in the bushes kissing Holly. But it wasn't meant to be. So in the 5th grade, I was still believing in the cooties thing. And I didn't act on anything. The 6th grade went by. I didn't act on anything. Until finally, the end of 6th grade, we graduated 6th grade, we would go into junior high. And at the end of the school year, we had a little graduation party. And I heard rumors that there was going to be kissing games at this party. Now, I got there early. My mom always took me wherever I went. She took me there early. And I was the first guy there. Always geeky, you know what I mean? You never want to be the first guy at a party, right? So there I am, the first guy at the party, very nervous, thinking that, girls have cooties, but still hoping that maybe I would get a chance to get my first kiss with Holly. After a little while, some of the other kids started arriving. And the house was up in the hills, a beautiful home up in the hills, where the front yard and the backyard sort of connected. And it didn't take very long for the hostess to bring out a very bright orange, because we were going to play the game Pass the Orange. I don't know if this is a game that's played in the UK, but it's a game where you stick the orange between your chin and your chest, and you stand boy, girl, and you pass the orange from boy to girl, And if someone drops the orange, those two people kiss. Well, all the aggressive, cooler guys immediately lined up next to Holly. I was kind of geeky and weird, and so I was at the far end of the line, next to this girl with the stringy blonde hair, who I was sure had cooties. I was positive of it. So they started passing the orange from the other end towards us. And it was being passed, and people were giggling, and it almost fell a couple of times. And then it was finally passed to the girl with the stringy blonde hair. And as it was passed to her, it started to slip from her chin. And as she turned towards me, she had a look of terror on her face. And I thought she had cooties, so I was scared too, and I didn't want to get too close because she has cooties, and of course the premise of the game is you have to get in close, and the orange drops. Now this is not something that goes unnoticed. I mean, the orange drops, everybody notices, everybody circles around, everybody starts going, ooh, 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 kiss, kiss, kiss. So suddenly I'm standing on somebody's, basically their front lawn, with a circle of kids around me, and that's how I'm going to get my first kiss. And I'm going to kiss a girl with the stringy blonde hair who I think has cooties. And I don't even know how to kiss. I mean, I'd kiss my pillow, I'd kiss my mom, So I just did what they do in the movies. I just closed my eyes and turned my head, and I wasn't ready for what I felt. The softness of her lips, the sweet smell of her breath. And after I kissed her, Holly was completely out of my mind, and all I could think about was the girl with the stringy blonde hair. Thank you. I'm going to tell you honestly, this is the coolest gig I've ever had. I'm really pleased to be here.